What if one spoonful of desert dirt could bring a prehistoric creature back to life? This strange experiment started when I brought home a jar of dry sand from a desert road trip. I added water and waited. For the first 24 hours, nothing happened. Then, under a microscope, I discovered something alive. I named it Frank, but Frank wasn't the biggest surprise. Soon, a prehistoric creature emerged from the same dirt, a living fossil that has survived for hundreds of millions of years. I called him Tank. At first, everything seemed fine, but then 2 more eggs hatched. Before I could react, Tank attacked and ate both of them, so I immediately separated him. Soon, 3 more creatures hatched: Kyle, Susan, and Jerry. For the next 2 weeks, I carefully fed them and watched them grow. Then disaster struck. While moving them to a new tank, Kyle and Susan started spinning uncontrollably. Jerry began molting. I knew that disturbing him could kill him, so I left him alone. The next morning, Jerry was dead. The water was normal, and even replacing all the sand didn't solve the mystery. Then, I checked the night footage. A snail had been constantly attacking Jerry while he was molting. He had been exhausted all night and couldn't finish the process. Luckily, Kyle and Susan survived. Now it was time to put Tank back with them, but something unexpected happened. Instead of attacking them, Tank became terrified. Kyle and Susan actually teamed up and chased him around the tank. Then I added Frank and dozens of microscopic creatures. Tank immediately returned to his old instincts. Frank disappeared in seconds. As the prehistoric creatures grew, I finally identified them as Mauritanian triops, ancient-looking creatures with 3 eyes and armored bodies. But the biggest surprise came next. Susan began carrying eggs. She started digging through the sand, searching for the perfect place to hide her next generation. And that's when I realized all of this life had been hiding inside one tiny spoonful of dirt. Sometimes, the smallest piece of nature is hiding an entire world.